You know what I'm saying? The zone of existence, man. Zone of existence nation, zone of existence movement, man. Today, I like to send I like to send a condolences, man, to one of my favorite rappers out of Memphis, which is Project Pat, man. RIP to Project Pat's son, Patrick Houston Jr. You know what I'm saying? He lost his life right across the street at a park, right across the street from the airport. You know what I'm saying? He lost his life. He was shot. You know what I'm saying? And killed. And the reason why it hit me so hard, right, is because I growed up listening to Project Pat. You know what I'm saying? Project Pat, he didn't just hit Memphis, man. Project Pat, he transcend to different people all over. What's good? What's good, Jay? He transcend. Hey, hit that like button, homie. He transcend the people all over, man. You hear people in New York, people in California, people down in Miami and everywhere, man. That knew the name Project Pat. When you said 3-6, you didn't like everybody else. You a group them up like they 3-6, but you always yo, what's good? The real yayo, what's happening? What's happening? Come on, yeah. I see the flag, man. I see the dropper. So yeah, y'all hit that like button while y'all come in. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, whenever you talked about 3-6, you never did consider Project Pat 3-6, but all the other people you consider them 3-6, Gangsta Boo, you know what I'm saying, Crunchy Black and all them, you know. You never did. But Project Pat, he always stood out by himself because really every time he did something, it was always like a collab, you know. Yo, what's good, Danny? What's happening? So man, that was one of my favorite rappers, man, out of the South, man, period. You know what I'm saying? Project Pat. I heard a lot of rappers out of the South that I liked, but he was like the top because he always told you something. When he talked, when he spoke in his rap, it seemed like he was talking directly to you. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he was rapping your life and what you live. So that's why Project Pat hit so hard, you know what I'm saying? So it's a condolences to him, man. You know what I'm saying? RIP to his son, you know, Patrick Houston Jr., you know. And I don't know if he was in the rap game or what, but he was 21. And it's kind of crazy, man, for you got people that ran through the streets, man, and they dodge bullets and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they make it just to have a kid, man, that can only make it to 21, man, and they life end at that age so early. You know, you don't want to never you don't want to never bury your kid. Yo, come on, yeah. The real yayo. Que conte o moon. So you don't never want to bury your kid. You always want to, you know what I'm saying, you want your kids to bury you. So I know how I feel, man. You know, I don't know how I feel because I don't have kids, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that transaction. You know, when you give birth, you want your kids to bury you. You don't want to see your kid die. You know what I'm saying? Especially that young. You know. Uh. So anyway, that's what I was pulling this here, pulling this up this live up here today for. You know, so I could give condolences to one of my favorite rappers of all time. Yeah, we good, homie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like, hit the subscribe if y'all ain't already did it. Hit the notification bell so y'all can be aware when I come right on in, you know? So but yeah, yesterday, man, I don't know if all y'all know about Project Pat or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Or how old y'all is, you know. But people my age, I don't care where you from, you done heard of Project Pat. So I had to take time out, you know what I'm saying, to give uh, uh my condolences to him and his family, you know what I'm saying, on for that. And that's why I made the whole thumbnail. I put the whole thumbnail down. Let me add the thumbnail right now while I'm talking. I'm gonna put the thumbnail on here right now that I put together. So let me see. I gotta go into this live to do it. Uh, Here it is. I don't know why it be taking me so long to do this thumbnail thing. It don't program on there, but it program on here. Now I got the thumbnail up. Now we good. to save it. So yeah, and then another thing, let me do this. Yeah, so but yeah, yesterday on TikTok, keep the pressure. Look, yeah. Oh, I got the blockers on for them, man, for them trolls, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like button though. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if y'all ain't already did it. I see the numbers starting to grow up. So yesterday we had this little thing on TikTok that I did on my live on TikTok. We was I was trying to break it up because I be on this serious tip for us, the ZO movement, Zone of Existence Nation, Zone of Existence movement, you know what I'm saying? And I be trying to push it on every platform. Uh, oh, you didn't know his son got killed? Yeah, his son got killed, man, right across from the airport in the park, man. It was snow all on the ground and everything. But yeah, so yeah, man, that was one of my favorite rappers. So I had to take time out, man, to salute Project Pat and to give my condolences to Project Pat and the Houston family. You know what I'm saying? Whether this reached their ears or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't about whether it reached their ears or not, you know what I'm saying? Because sincerity don't come from you getting recognition from what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Uh, no, you didn't have me backtrack. I'm here. I did this live because I wanted to give condolences to bro. Sweetie, what's good? What's good? Yo, what's happening? So I wanted to give condolences to bro, and that's why I'm here. So me being here, I did what I had to do. So I'm not really backtracking if I go back and say something like that. But yeah, yesterday, I wanted to break things up, you know what I'm saying, on my live on TikTok because I always be on a serious note trying to get people to come together with this ZO Nation, ZO movement, you know what I'm saying, zone of existence, right? And it seemed like people don't understand where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, or where I'm trying to do. And I always tell people, what's the time here? What? 10:28. It's 10:28. So yeah, if you're on the East Coast, I'm 3 hours away from you. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, the thing that I'm trying to put together, while everybody try to say, oh, you know what I'm saying? What's the game? What we need money and all this. I done already started putting this together. I done already started putting my own money behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for people to come in with no handouts or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need handouts. I create everything that I need. You know what I'm saying? If we need money, I create a way where we can get money. So I'm not worried about the money. I need bodies. Bodies are my. You said, who am I? Who am I? Okay, this is who I am. I don't know how deep you want me to go of who I am, but this is who I am. I am the founder, the organizer of Zone of Existence, right? You never heard of it because we ain't even got it on the move yet. You know what I'm saying? So this is Z.O.E. Zone of Existence. You know what I'm saying? What it is for what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a nation and I'm trying to create a movement, which is they coincide together, but they totally separate, right? The nation is gonna be registered on the nation so we can be afforded money so we can buy land, we can pave those roads. Nah, I ain't no rapper, homie. Ain't no rapper. So we pay those roads, we build our own homes, we build our schools, we build our libraries and everything, right? We build our whole community. Our whole community is our kingdom. The first thing that people that look like me, you know what I'm saying? People that look like me, the first thing that they took from us was our tribalism. So without our tribalism, we nobody. Without our tribalism, we look at each other as enemies. That's why we have all these youngsters. It get worse and worse as the years go by and the generations go by. Because these youngsters is coming up outside of their tribalism. They don't know what it is to have tribalism. A lot of these youngsters, if you ask them who they can't tell you who they are or what they doing. They living from day to day or second to second, right? So regaining tribalism is the key to us putting ourselves in a whole nother playing field of nationality, of ethnic groups. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we looked at as the bottom feeders. If you look at every other culture, we walk down the street and we pass by them. I'm talking about on the masses. I'm not saying that we don't get along with other cultures or with other ethnic groups. I'm saying that on a mass scale, they don't fuck with us. You see what I'm saying? When we walk down the street, they look at us like we got shit on us. You know what I'm saying? That's for a reason. When I see a person that don't have no ground he stand on, you don't have no morals for yourself, you go for everything. You know what I'm saying? You go against your people. Every time your people trying to put something together, you always looking for what can profit you instead of what can profit us. You know what I'm saying? You always trying to take from you quick to fight your own kind than the other person. You know what I'm saying? This is what we bring. You know, so why would another nationality want to link in with people that don't even get along with their own people? You know, I back up too. The thing is, we got to start putting ourselves in the out of body experience and being able to look at it from the outside in and being like, man, do I like who I am? Do I like the culture that I'm in? And if I don't, you know what I'm saying, what's the solution? What can we do to change this? You know, you say I'm cooking. What you mean I'm cooking? So what can we do to change this? And that is what this here is all about. It's about change, it's about development, it's about growth, it's about building, it's about having something. All right, we have the movement, right? That coincide with it. They totally different entities, but they coincide with each other. What the movement do, I'm trying to create a 10-head panel. Some of the things that we gonna cover, each person. So say for instance, my 10 fingers, they are a person, right? Each person is gonna head a different cabinet. So we got politics, we got land and infrastructure, we got business, we got treasury, we got security development, we got education, tribalism. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So we got all of these things that one person is heading each cabinet, right? So now when you go down to each cabinet, the reason why I have one person heading each cabinet is because that person can focus more on one cabinet than 10 cabinets. You know? So I can hear me in his voice. Yeah, condolences, man. Patrick Houston Jr., man. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So now my thing is I'm trying to keep trolls out of here. You know what I'm saying? Trolls come in and that's another reason why we never can grow. Is because whenever we try to do something together, you got somebody that come in and they want to play, they want to joke. But when you go to work for the white man, you want to be serious about the white man shit. But when it come down to a black man, you're not serious about the black man shit. You'll fuck his shit over. Why? Because he look like you. He remind you of your mama, your daddy, your brothers, and your sisters. And that's why. No, I'm saying, uh, no, I wasn't talking about you, Jay. I wasn't talking about you, Jay. I'm just saying we keep trolls. I try to keep trolls out of here. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind trolls being in here because trolls bring views, right? It depends on what they bring in though. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them don't bring substance to what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring in something for us, not me. I'm not pocketing from this. I already started putting money in here for us. I didn't ask nobody for nothing. This is my personal money I'm putting in because I believe that we can get it done. I have so many people that holler about, man, that's gonna take time, man. That's gonna be hard, and that's gonna be this. I don't care. I know that it can be done. So what I'm trying to do is spark that flame. Even if I pass away and I'm not here to see the flame grow to an inferno, I'm good because I know I did my job. You feel me? I know I did my job. My job is steady moving on. That's what I want. So now I'm gonna go back to the ten head panel, right? Each person is running a different department. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good? Wallo, what's happening? So each person is running a different department, you know? Peace. So now you gotta think about it. You got people that'll be like, who the leader? There is no leader. There could be an organizer, but there is no leader. When we come together, that's the leadership. You see what I'm saying? Separate, there is no leadership. It's just one man that's the leader of his own cabinet. But even though he's the leader of his own cabinet, uh, I don't know what WBU stand for. I don't know what WBU stand for. Yeah, yeah. You know, say it's a lot of people that stumble up in here. It's a lot of people. I have a lot of trolls that stumble in here too, but I have a lot of people that stumble in here, and you know what I'm saying, when you come in when I'm talking about something, it'll hit you. And you'll be like, man, hold on. When you think about it, it make a whole lot of sense. All you gotta do is go back through my content, my lives and stuff. I've been doing this here for a minute, but I just now started doing the zone of existence on her. You know what I'm saying? I changed my whole YouTube page into the zone of existence. What are your options on Martin Luther King? Well, what you mean? What my options is on Martin Luther King? This is what I feel. All the what make me different from the past, if that's what you asking. I don't know exactly what you asking, but if you asking me what make what I'm doing different from Martin Luther King or any other, you know what I'm saying, group of black people, is because one, you either hear black folks that isolated themselves away from society and put themselves on the island, but they still turn around and realize that they need the other people that they isolated themselves from. You know what I'm saying? And so now you sitting on the island and you looking for handouts and you don't have none because people be like, man, you damn fool, you done isolated yourself. But back in them days, they had to isolate themselves because people wasn't giving them nothing. Jim Crow was something else. You know what I'm saying? So they had to isolate themselves. This is a different day and time. We don't have to isolate ourselves. Now we're gonna talk about Martin Luther King. The thing about Martin Luther King that where that came in wrong was Martin Luther King was asking for acceptance. You know, he was asking for acceptance. Now, when you ask for acceptance at a table with some people that already got their stuff established, they look at you as a servant now. You know what I'm saying? They'll never respect you on the level of them because you want to be accepted amongst us. You want to be equal to us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. I'm not isolating myself and putting myself on the island, you know what I'm saying, or the team. I'm not putting a team on the island, and I'm most definitely not asking nobody for nothing because I created my own businesses. You know what I'm saying? I opened my own lanes. You know what I'm saying? I put my own money behind what I believe in. I don't even have people right now, and I'm still putting my money behind it because I believe in the movement. You see what I'm saying? And I always tell people like, how much you gonna, we don't, I don't need you to put in nothing. If anything, say for instance, I need everybody, the 10 heads, I want every last one of us to have our own business. And if you don't have a business, I got a couple of businesses that I got LLCs to and rights to right now, right? License and everything, and I'm not even using. If a person don't have a business, I talk to them, see how they think. And if they had that ambition and drive to actually be a business owner, I got a business for them. You know what I'm saying? I can teach them how to do that. You know what I'm saying? This is what we can do. But I need everybody that's in the leadership position. I need everybody to have their own business. Oh, I'm shot a Z.O.E pound, homie. I'm shot a Z.O.E pound. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I need everybody. See, us coming together is leadership. Me by myself, I'm not the leader, nothing by myself. But when I come together with my team, this here is the leadership. This is the panel. Don't nobody run off and just do something without coming to the leadership and we all pitch in, right? Say for instance, if I'm running the political cabinet, right? That's my cabinet. We're gonna say Sweetie cabinet is business, right? We'll say let me see who else in here. Uh, we'll say Wallow cabinet is land and development. You know what I'm saying? We'll say J cabinet is security, some stuff like that, right? So each one of us is heading the cabinet, but before we execute, we come to the table. It's just like playing football, right? Before you make a play, let's come in a huddle. We're gonna call the play out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this gonna be J play. This gonna be, you know what I'm saying, Sweetie play. This gonna be, you know what I'm saying, Wallow play. Like that, right? So if you bringing it to the table, If you bringing something to the table about what you're doing in your cabinet, yeah, this is what I looked up. This is what I think be good for the cabinet that I'm running because we got X, Y, Z, this here and that there, right? You got to think about me. I study politics too. So if you talking about politics, and I be like, everybody else can be like, yeah, that sound good. That sound good. This here and that there. I could be like, hold on. I'd be like, uh, I got something to, you know, what I'm saying, to oppose that because if you do that, X, Y, Z, this here and that there, and I get to spelling out the cracks that I see. And when you can see those cracks, what we trying to do, when we execute, we trying to execute with no cracks. So if a person say no, and they give you an explanation of why they saying no, and we sit back and we piece in how we can seal this crack so that you can go out and execute a well-played plan, right? We got to listen to each other. Just because I'm not in your cabinet don't mean I don't have no know-how of how to make stuff go. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't see no crack that you have in your infrastructure. That's one thing about our people. We don't like to listen to nobody else. We'll have our mindset and damn what you talking about, and then we'll go crash and burn, and we'll be looking for help. You know what I'm saying? If you go do stuff on your own and you crash and burn, how you gonna look for help when we told you no? We told you don't do that. Now you hollering about, oh, I need help. No, you get help when it's a unified front and people, we all agree, yeah, we're gonna execute that. Let's go out there and execute that. You feel me? All right, I need you to run this play. You know what I'm saying? Just shoot on out there. I'm gonna put that ball in the air. You catch it, we touchdown. But can't nobody win a game if you just doing whatever you want to do. There is no one man gonna win a game. You know? So that's what I'm trying to do. I need a person's biggest asset in building something is the people. If the people is not all the way in, it's gonna crumble. That's why the first thing we gotta do, we gotta tackle the tribalism. You know what I'm saying? Our people, we don't know nothing about tribalism. We so far away from our tribalism, we don't know nothing about tribalism. When you ask a man, cause I done it. When you ask a man or a woman, who are you? They freeze up. They can't tell you my vision of myself. This is how I see myself. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man that's pushing myself to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? On the verge to becoming a God. You know what I'm saying? When I say I'm on the verge of becoming a God, not the God. You know what I'm saying? But what I say about becoming a God, meaning I done already secured my staple. I'm looking out for my people. I got my people in a better plane. I don't have to worry about, you know, see, we got one in here, y'all. What I don't even know that old messed up name. We got one in there, y'all. So I gotta put these hater blockers on right quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Once we understand who we is and we able to articulate that, you know what I'm saying? Once I become a God, that means I done help my people. You know what I'm saying? We all become gods. We God bodies. You know what I'm saying? Which meaning now we navigating, we creating, we building. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gotta work hard no more. We can sit back and we can watch our money grow. We can watch our community and stuff grow. We can sit back and we can watch people come in and be a part and watch everything that we did when it didn't have nobody. Now it's starting to grow because people understand what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get us to that point, you know what I'm saying, to where we see ourselves in a better light and where everybody else respect us, you know what I'm saying, for who we is. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at us like the bottom feeders. What's good? What's good, Kristen? I told you they got trolls, man. That's why I threw these on, sweetie. I threw these on because we have trolls coming in, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you see me pull these things down, that's why. We got trolls in. We can't dwell on the trolls. We got to keep on staying focused on what we staying focused on. And that be another thing about people. Our people, we'll watch the news and we'll get deterred by what they saying in the news instead of what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my day going good. My day going good. I woke up today, you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to do this here live and give my condolences to Project Pat. He lost his son, Patrick Houston Jr., you know what I'm saying, at the age of 21. So that's why I really wanted to do this. But I see people, I got a few people that's on here that actually want to understand what the movement is about, the zone of existence, ZO movement, you know what I'm saying, ZO Nation, ZO movement, right? It's putting us, it's something for us, you know? Yeah. So my thing is, there's nobody out there trying to do it for us. My first thing of what I want to tackle for us politics, I want us to become lobbyists. I want us to build a lobbying group. I want Zone of Existence to actually be a lobbying group. And I'm not talking about an activist group that say they're a lobbyist group. I'm talking about an actual lobbyist group where we go out and we find young cats, man, that's going to school for great debates. And they got that same ideology that we have, you know what I'm saying, for us politics and growth. You know what I'm saying? We get that cat and it's just like somebody recruiting a youngster that's in high school to go to college, and from college they recruiting them to go to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So we get that person, we get behind them, we put our finances behind them, we push them. Okay, yeah, one step to the next. Oh, when you get out of school, we need you to enroll in the military. You know what I'm saying? Once you enroll in the military, boom, after the military, you get done with the military, or either in the military, we want you to try to go up the bracket in the military so you can become a major. All of this stuff is tags and rewards on your name. So if you become a general and all that, you done went all the way up the ranks. You done got all of these awards from the military, and you done went all the way up the ranks to where you a general. You know what I'm saying? When you done with that, now we pushing you to be, you know what I'm saying, in the local be a local representative all the way to the mayor. You know what I'm saying? From the local mayor, we trying to push you to become a state senate or the state governor. You know what I'm saying? From the state governor, we trying to push you to become the U.S. Senate or House of Representative, and then from there to becoming the president. What's good? What's good? Kenny, what's happening? What's good with you? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Everybody that we get behind, we're not just getting behind one person. We want to get behind as many people as we can, because every person that we get behind, our intentions is to push this person to becoming president. You know what I'm saying? Each one of these people, we trying to push them to becoming president. You know? Because once we get them to become president, that means our lobbying company is the ones that's signing over the policies and the executive orders and all that stuff and getting stuff done now. You know? That's just like you got a lot of people that's going crazy over the birthright situation right now. But if you think about the birthright situation, it's a slippery slope. Because personally, I feel like, yeah, personally, I feel like that if a child is born in the United States of America, if they got foreign parents, right? Mom and daddy is from a whole nother country, they illegal. They come here and they had their child. I feel like that child being born here in the United States of America on this soil, that child is a legal citizen of the United States of America. That's what I feel, right? Now, we gonna take it to another plane. Uh, if the parents is illegal and they getting deported, you can't just keep the kid here and send the parents back, because that's separating the parents from the kids, and that right there in itself is going to be a protest. If you keep the parents here as illegal immigrants and you shifting other illegal immigrants, you know what I'm saying, that right there is going to be a protest. So that's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you're not going to please everybody on this. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to please everybody on that. So, but yeah, if you asking about my personal opinion, I personally feel that if a child is born on this soil, you know what I'm saying, that child is a legal immigrant. No, it don't. We already went through that. What's good? We already went through all that. We already went through all that. And then you said Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter destroyed themselves, homie. They allowed people, when they were doing their protests and their marches, they allowed people to be up in there busting wonders out in their own community, homie. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter destroyed themselves. You know? Black Panthers destroyed themselves because they put themselves on the island. They separated themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they put themselves on the island when they actually needed got them assistance. You see what I'm saying? And then the thing about the Black Panthers, it wasn't the white man, it was the black man that brought the Black Panthers down. We the thing that people don't understand is that it ain't no outsider that's gonna come in and do nothing to you. It's gonna be your own people that come and break you down. Yeah, it might be the outside influence that probably paid their pockets or got up in their ear to come and break you down, but it's your own people that'll turn their back and deceive you. That's been going from the beginning of the time. Black folks been turning on black folks from day one. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Malcolm X, whether it's Martin Luther King, whether it's George Jackson, whether it's Hewitt Newton, I don't care which one you go to. It what we gonna say Jeff Jeff Ford, we gonna say Hoover, Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Because they was doing good things and then it's turned to something else. You see what I'm saying? But it was their own people that was getting in the way and destroying what they was trying to do. We could talk about all of them. We could talk about all of them. It's your own people that do it. You know? Our own people tear us down quicker than any other race or come in and tear us down. Look at Chicago. You'll have 100 people get executed by their own people, man, in one weekend. And that's why I said our first order of building something, we have to regain our tribalism. When they stripped us from our tribalism and they had us all discombobulated, listen to what they wanted us to listen to, that's when our minds started being trapped. And that's the whole part of what I'm telling you. We got the power to do our own shit, but we give the power to them to destroy us. You see what I'm saying? We got the one thing, it was one person came in and that person said this. He said that they scared of us. And you know what I told him? I was like, no, I think you got it wrong. You got it right, but you got it wrong. They not scared of us. They scared of what we capable of. Long as we unaliving each other and we destroying our own communities and we backstabbing our own families and we just traitors to our own culture, they're not scared of us. But if we come together and we start doing stuff on a power note, that's when they're gonna start getting scared because they scared of what we have the potential to do. They not scared of us. You know what I'm saying? We destroying ourselves. Why they gonna be scared of us? You know? That's my question. Why would I be scared of somebody that's actually a hindrance to themselves more than they a hindrance to me? I won't be scared of that. You ain't even threatening. So, but yeah, that's what I was saying in the whole beginning. You either had these groups that isolated themselves and put themselves on the island and realized, damn, we need to ask these people for this and that. We got to go through these people for this and that. Black folks don't have power. They not in the position of power. So the first thing you got to do is find out a way to get in that position of power. And that's what I was just spelling out. When I started talking about the lobbyists and all that, that's us putting ourselves in a position of power. I'm not talking about activists claiming they lobbyists. I'm talking about a real lobbying group. We don't have a real lobbying group. We have lobbyists, but they really activists, which means they'll put their money behind marches and speeches and stuff like that. and suing stuff. I'm talking about people that's actually putting asses in those seats, that's making laws and making policies, passing policies, I mean. I'm talking about those are the real lobbyists, the ones that actually putting these people in these seats and pushing their campaigns and pushing them all the way to being president. Those are the ones that's actually lobbyists, not the ones that's paying for little rallies and stuff, walking up and down these streets. It's a couple of different changes, homie. You don't just make one change. You gotta. That's why I said we have a 10 panel. We got 10 cabinets, but we have 10 people's heading. We got one person heading each cabinet, so it's 10 people. This here is our power team. We come together, we become bosses. Separate, we only bosses of our own cabinet, right? So now we have a political cabinet. In this political cabinet, we try to become lobbyists. This person here, he's doing everything politically, right? This person here is the business cabinet. He's doing everything business. He's going out, finding out what land we can develop on. You know what I'm saying? What's this and what's that? And he's coming back to the table. This is what he do. You know what I'm saying? We have a treasury that look at all finances and money. He makes sure all the money and stuff is right. When he come to the table, he give us insight of what to invest in, what's good for investment, what'll take us to the next plateau. You know what I'm saying? We have land and infrastructure. Land and infrastructure is good because now we got to understand what the deeds is to own and land and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We putting ourselves in a position of power. You saying there is nothing we can do. Talking like that, there is nothing we can do. Talking like that, there is nothing we can do. And if anybody feel that way, they need to go ahead and lay down in their casket and in their own life because they done gave up on life. Yeah, and that's why it don't work. People are already thinking negative. They already thinking they're failing. You know what I'm saying? And if you thinking of failing, this right here, what I'm doing, is not for you. It's already not for you. If it's not going to work, you got to go to some other page where it's not going to work because over here it's going to work. We got too many people when somebody try to come up with something like when we talk about Martin Luther King, right? When we talk about Martin Luther King, we had a lot of black people, man. When Martin Luther King stood up, it was a lot of black people all around, man, that was behind him. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? The Black Panthers, let's go. Black Liberation Army, let's go. Right? Black people was behind him, militant, listening. Let's go. Let's push this shit. We need it. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got black folks hollering about, man, we ain't no use. People bowing down, man, and accepting defeat. I ain't never sit down and accepting no damn defeat. And I don't want to be around people that sit back and accept defeat. You feel me? I come from a line of warriors and kings and leaders. You know what I'm saying? That's what my generation come from. I don't know where nobody else's generation come from. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I know my people had big kingdoms and stuff before the European Empire came through. Whether we came from we was native to this land or whether we came from Africa on a slave ship, before the Europeans invaded, we had strong leadership. We had strong, powerful warriors. We didn't mind going up in the war field, you know what I'm saying, and putting our lives on the line for our kingdom. And that's what I'm doing. So if a person is already defeated, I don't need you in here with me at all. I need people that actually understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Ready to come together. I ain't come from no line of cowards, homie. I ain't come from no line of cowards. I come from great thinkers, meaning I'm not finna let nobody lead me off of no cliff. You know what I'm saying? I know how to tell a person, no, you moving in a way that I don't see clear. But when I see that this person got a mind and he can stir us, goddamn me, to a right, you know what I'm saying, path and make us great, shit, I'm listening. Man, what? We got people that come straight up in here and holler about it ain't nothing we can do. Let's just lay down, man. Let's just, you know what I'm saying, grease it up for them. What the hell? Since when that ever been in our vocabulary, homie? If you think, you go look back through our past, you know what I'm saying? We always had people fighting, even in the slavery times. People still running away. People still putting their lives on the line, man, for a better life. And you saying just give up? Where they do that at, homie? That's what I'm saying. Where they do that at? That's crazy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use this here. I'm gonna take this here. What bro said, I'm gonna take that to my YouTube. I mean my TikTok, not my YouTube. I'm gonna take that to my TikTok. I'm gonna let people over there know. I'm gonna be like, man, this man said this. It ain't nothing we could do. Just think about that for a minute. It ain't nothing we could do. So that means we all need to pack up our stuff and go back to slavery then, huh? Take these shoes off. We ain't worried enough to wear shoes and walk around barefooted. You know? But you saying looking out for ourselves first and not be fools. We need to get them to regain tribalism. We fools if we think we can go into battle without regaining our tribalism, homie. Our tribalism is our glue. Our tribalism is what we stand by. It's what make people be like, man, say, check this out. If I got to give my life up for this here cause, I do so. You know what I'm saying? I get on this thing every day. People see my face every day, and I'm trying to bring people together for a cause to put us on a whole nother plateau in life. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know? The more people that start coming into my live, if you look at my live, go back through my posts. You'll go all the way back to where I didn't have nobody viewing my page. Now I'm having thousands of people viewing my page when I drop stuff. You feel me? And I'm talking on levels like this. So that means people are starting to listen to me and pay attention to me, not just trolls. They starting to listen to me and pay attention to me, and they starting to see that I have something. I have something that can bring us together and bring us into a better plateau. They starting to see this. But don't you know I become a target too, right? That's why I be having trolls that come into my live trying to defer me from what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I become a target. What's good, Larry, man? What's happening? What's happening? You see what I'm saying? And if I can put my face out here and let people know this is what I'm trying to do, that means I'm not scared of consequences and repercussions, because I know that if people start catching on to it, if they unalive me, that means the flames is gonna keep on. But if the flames is not moving, and I get unalive, that means my whole fight was for a lost cause. You know? That's why I don't look at leadership. I don't want to be a leader. I want to be amongst a group of leaders. You see what I'm saying? Where you can come into the meeting and you got an idea and you can share it to the table. And if it's a damn good idea and everybody vote for it, that's what we execute. We behind you 100%. You see what I'm saying? We're not coming in just looking for one person to guide us. We have one person to organize everything, keep order so people won't be talking over each other and all that stuff. But there is no one leader, homie. Yeah, Jay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, God made us different for a reason. But the thing about that, you said we should all respect each other. Debo, we can't respect us, people that look like us, right? We'll never be able to respect each other, man, if we don't regain our tribalism first. Because what us regaining our tribalism, it give us sense of purpose. It give us morals. It give us something that we stand on, and we don't bend from it. We got a lot of our people that they came up in a society where they don't think about nobody but themselves. You know what I'm saying? So we have to regain our tribalism first. That's the first and foremost thing, regaining our tribalism. And I'm not talking about ancient tribalism. I'm talking about actually sitting down like we men, all us men that's a part of the tribe that we trying to build. We come together. We go through this thing called the rite of passage, because we ain't been doing that. When we came up as kids, our parents didn't take us through the rite of passage. A lot of us didn't get raised in a traditional household to where they still believe in rite of passage, right? What rite of passage is, once a kid make it to puberty, they separate the boys from the girls. No, it's okay. It's okay. That's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna prevail. Everybody is different. That's why everybody, when you deal with a person, and you see that they different, they might be different in one way, but they powerful in another way. I might be physically strong and can fight better than you, but you can get me count money better than me. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's different. We know that, but we gotta capitalize on what a person is powerful in, what they strong points is. Even though they different, what can you bring to the table of the movement that we doing? You know what I'm saying? We still gotta have a creed that we stand by. Every good team has to have something that they stand by, morals, values. I understand who I am. I understand my brother and my sister. You feel me? If we can't look at it like that, there's no way we gonna have unity. I'm not finna go into battle with somebody that I can't trust, homie, because the weapon that he got, soon as I turn my back, that weapon will be turned on me. You see what I'm saying? So now we got to create something to where I trust this man. I trust this woman. When we go into battle, I trust that I can turn my back and that weapon that person got is not going to be turned on me. And my weapon is not going to be turned on them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but that ain't what we fighting about right now. We fighting about trying to come together as a community. That's what we fighting about. How separated we is, and how beat down a person's mind is to say that there is nothing we can do. That's what the conversation is about. I'm trying to push something that build us together. You know what I'm saying? Our tribes is not like back in the days no more. Nowadays, our tribe is where you come from. Whether you black U.S. American, that's your tribe. Whether you Jamaican, that's a tribe. Whether you Bohemian, that's a tribe. Whether you Haitian, that's a tribe. You see what I'm saying? But just because you come from a different tribe, don't mean you can't coexist in the same kingdom. You know what I'm saying? These tribes, that's my cousin tribe. You know what I'm saying? My cousin is that tribe, right? We are still the same family. You know what I'm saying? So we existing in the same kingdom. We just different tribes. In Dome, they had like over 50 tribes in Dome alone. In Yoruba, they had probably 100 different tribes in Yoruba alone. And these was kingdoms. They shared the same kingdom. But they understood the goal of being united as a community. So, and that's what I'm saying. And you're right about that. You know what I'm saying? Being in groups is how you learn. You learn a lot of stuff from being in groups, because what I know, you don't know. And what you know, I don't know. This is how we can share and we can get better. Because I take on some of your skills to advance my skill. You take on some of my skill to advance your skill. And now we take our skill to the next person. You know what I'm saying? And we share them. This is how we get better. Everybody got something that the next person don't do. The one thing, the one thing you can never master a trade, and I know that's a saying, a jack of all trades is master of none, right? You know you'll never be able to master a trade. That's just like we gonna say kung fu masters. You know what I'm saying? You hear the thing like, oh yeah, he's a martial art master. You know you can't master martial arts. There is no man on this planet that ever mastered martial arts. They always become a martial art practitioner. The reason why is when you start learning martial arts, you only learn the basics. It's up to you to enhance that martial art. So now if I'm studying karate, right? And I get the basics down. This is how I stand. This is how I snap my kicks or whatever. This is how I block, right? I start taking those and I start implementing my own style into them. You know what I'm saying? So every day, hey, that's your own will. We talking about an art. We're not talking about you, and you're not a master of your own will because your will is steady advancing. How can you be a master at your own will? You can't master your soul because you're not in control of your soul. If you was in control of your soul, goddamn it, when you about to die, you could tell your soul, no, don't leave my body. I'm not ready to go yet. When it's time for you to go, you gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got nothing to do with your soul. You ain't master your soul. See, now this conversation right here is going off the Richter, homie. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of somewhere else. Exactly. You cannot master it. It's different arts. You cannot master it. You can only add to it. And every time somebody add to it, they create a whole nother art. Every time somebody add to it, they create a whole nother art. If you look at Bruce Lee, one of the greatest martial artists we ever seen, right? He'll tell you, I can never become a master martial artist because I always grow. I always expand. I always add to my craft. I'm a martial arts practitioner. You see what I'm saying? Hey, boxing class. Boxing class, you box, right? Can you become a master boxer? You can't become a master boxer. I box. I box. Have you ever known somebody that become a master boxer? They just mastered the art of boxing. You'll meet somebody that got a good IQ with boxing, they know the science, but they don't master nothing. Because you keep on developing as you go. You're gonna always find somebody that can practice longer than you. Willow, what's good? You know what I'm saying? You keep perfecting your art. Nobody will ever be a master. They just say that word. Nobody will ever be a master. You know what I'm saying? Cause once I learn something, I get it down pat, I see a whole nother way I can add something to that. I always find a way where I can add stuff to it. What's good, homie? What's good? An undefeated boxer is not a master. You got Floyd Mayweather Jr. Don't you know I be sitting here in my thing and I be watching Floyd, right? And I see some missteps that Floyd be making. But a person that don't know nothing about boxing, they'll miss them points. Because they only think boxing is a person hitting, I hit you, you hit me type shit, and the first one drop or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen Floyd Mayweather cross himself up in a fight before and get himself off balance. How is he a martial artist? He ain't been beat. I mean, how is he a master boxer? He ain't been beat. A master boxer won't make them little mistakes. A master is a person that know that those little mistakes you don't make. That's what a master is. When you make those little mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Nah. You learn that stuff when you first start boxing. You don't cross yourself up. You learn center of gravity. You keep your center. Matter of fact, we getting off subject, man. Who talking about boxing? We talking about unification, homie. You know what I'm saying? We done got all the way talking about boxing and who becoming the master of what. And that's what I'm saying. Just that quick, you know what I'm saying? The conversation that went all the way somewhere else. It went left field. We ain't even talking about nothing no more. What's the point? Now my thing go back to what's the point? What's the point of talking about who the master of what? I don't, you know what I'm saying? What is that gonna help in a generation? The master of boxing, the master of martial arts. The reason I even said that is when you said something about a master. You know what I'm saying? You are a master. Ain't nobody a master at no trade. You say you a master at your trade. Ain't nobody a master at no trade. And I do global trading. You know what I'm saying? And it always change. Every every so often that change. So what is the point? We done got all the way off the scale, and now my time is burnt. We done probably spent like 10, 15 minutes talking about the master of something. A person will never be a master of nothing because you always learning, you're always developing, you're always growing, you're always building, and whatever you can build, next time you'll be like, damn, how can I build that better? You always advancing. So how you become a master? That's why one thing we have in boxing, we have this thing called shadow boxing. The reason shadow boxing was created was because you had a lot of people that used to compete and try to be better than the next man. A person came up with shadow boxing so that you can visualize you boxing yourself. When you get better, that person that you boxing is gonna always be better than you because that person know your every move. That person know everything that you finna do. So you basically boxing yourself and you perfecting yourself. The only person you will never be able to beat in life is yourself. You see what I'm saying? If you compete with yourself and you always try to push to be great, you will never be able to beat yourself. Yourself is gonna always be a challenge. You're gonna always be a challenge. You know what I'm saying? But if you pushing to try to beat somebody else or be like somebody else, now you put a ceiling over your head to where when you make that to that plateau, your mind automatically get content and it's shut down and you limit yourself right there because you done put yourself in the playing field of trying to compete with somebody else. You know? But my time is up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming in. It was a good conversation, even though we got thrown off at the end. You know what I'm saying? I started this whole thing because, you know what I'm saying, I seen that Project Pat's son, Patrick Houston Jr., he died at the age of 21. You know what I'm saying? So I got up on here, man, to give a salute, you know what I'm saying, to one of my favorite rappers of all times, you know what I'm saying? Give my condolences to him and his family because I know they're going through it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You know? So, all right. I'll talk to y'all next time. You know what I'm saying? Uh yeah. Yeah, man. The dude, man, his music, any music he dropped, man, he made you feel like you could be his homie or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how his rap was. That's just like E40. E40, his music is like that. When you listen to E40 music, E40 make you feel like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This the homie from around the corner. We gonna talk about Soldier Slim. Soldier Slim, he seemed like a person that you could live right next door to. You know what I'm talking about? Stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'll talk to y'all next time. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, homie. That means you ain't coming back in here then, huh?